So I imagine when you go and play this record live, your live show sounds a lot closer to the record than previous.
And I think not just sounds, but I think feels, I think is a good word. I think it feels live. I think that you can... By the way, Shu, I should say this. I'm talking like everything is so pure and raw. But it's not. I mean, Haven't Met You Yet, the pop song, I used Pro Tools. I used Autotune. I had Chris Lord Alge remix it. I put it through... I compressed the hell out of it. I wanted it to sound like a pop tune. I wanted it to sound like a modern day pop song. But You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You, I didn't. I wanted that to sound raw. Cry Me a River, the opening track on the record, is, again, we used modern technology. I used a symphony orchestra. I couldn't control that. I couldn't. I mean, it wasn't feasible financially. It wasn't feasible artistically. So I tried to use modern technology to help me. So there are times when I use it, proudly, and there are times when I want it to sound more organic. The Dap King stuff, again, 8-track. I mean, and I'll just tell you, a drum sounds way warmer on 8-track than it does on, Pro Tools.
Yeah, and all those Beatles records are recorded on 8-track too.
Yeah, and they sound pretty amazing.
No one's going to argue with them, are they?
No, totally.
Well, you never know. There might be someone out there who would
I think, listen, I think there's a prejudice towards the music I sing. The genre of music, absolutely. I read it all the time. I see what people say. There's people will say elevator music or da-da-da-da or soft. They use things like soft or cheesy, words like this. And you know what? There's some stuff I've done that's been cheesy and stuff I've done that's been soft. And so I
can almost guarantee I've heard you at least once in an elevator too.
Oh, really? So there we go. But the truth is, there's nothing soft about my music or me or what I do. It's my job to listen. There's a lot of people that make this music really cheesy. It's the truth. Okay, you can't. This is who I am, and this is really who I've always been. And I'm trying my best to do it organically and to be really honest. But there's people that give this music a bad name, and I mean, there's the whole skit. Remember the Bill Murray skit? Remember on Saturday Night Live where he's singing Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars, that lounge thing, and it's not good for this genre of music. It's not at all. I mean, but I take it upon myself to really try to at least bring this to another level, so that when people say that it's elevatory or cheesy or soft, I can tell them to go,
But I'm sure, people, not that I was around at the time, but people were slagging off Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. at the height of their
I think he would have knocked your teeth out.
Well.
I think
he
probably did knock people's teeth out. And that's what I don't get, is that people didn't mess with Frank too much, and he wore a suit and he sang romantic songs, and he was looked at as a very macho, manly thing to be doing. You know what I mean? To express your feelings you weren't a pussy. Yet now I wear suits to show respect to my audience, and I sing romantic songs, and some people misconstrue it as cheesy, but I'll knock their teeth out too.
But I guess the difference is that at the time that was modern music.
Yeah, this is what. But yeah, I mean.
But you're also moving on. Like,
I know.
You've got modern pop songs as well.
I think of it when I say modern. I think of it because I think it's okay because it's the songs are they're relative. You know what I mean? That the melodies are still timeless. The lyrics are talking about something that we can all relate to, and I don't see it as disposable pop. And I would challenge. Here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to, to say this, that I challenge other types of music: pop, dance, rap, R&B. I say this to you, all of you artists out there, and all the people that love it. In 50 years from now, will people give a shit about it? Will they be singing the songs? Will they? Or will you be at a wedding and hear it and get up and dance to it because you remember it from when you were a kid? Will it be timeless? Will it last? Will it stand the test of time? I don't know. I wouldn't bet on it. But I would bet that people will still sing I've Got You Under My Skin in another 50 years from now. Somehow it'll stay alive. It'll still be relevant.
And I hope people are still singing your songs in 50 years from now too.
Oh God, I hope I'm still even breathing in 50. I hope I'm still alive in 5 years. Thanks, man.
Thank you.